We're getting some very bullish indicators over here from Bitcoin. Maybe we're going to see Bitcoin break through that $31,000 resistance after all. We can see we've had multiple attempts over the last few days. What a wonderful time to be seeing this. And we're going to look at some news today in the crypto markets. It's a new day in crypto. We've got to stay up to date with the markets and news. So basically, since this falling wedge pattern over here, Bitcoin did pump 26%, and that's pretty decent gains, and we are consolidating. We've been in this phase now for a long time. If we look at the date range, we've actually traded sideways here for 20 days between a very tight 29.4k and 31.5k, and that makes me think we're either going to move very aggressively to the upside or downside. But anyway, guys, let's jump into it. What is going on? I hope you're doing well. Subscribe if you're new here. Make sure you're in the Jacob Crypto clan down below, where we're looking at signals, analysis, we're looking at news, insights, pre-sales, DEX launches, and stealth launches, and much more. So on the month, it has been very interesting for Bitcoin. $30,000 may now be flipped into a true support level. That would be absolutely lovely, but we can see the market capital is 592 billion at the moment. So let's jump into a bit of juicy news. I think we had Michael Saylor recently tweet something right here saying Bitcoin is coming to Wall Street, which would be super bullish for the overall macro trend and of course adoption globally, and it's going to be really nice. In my opinion, it's a liquid commodity, but look at this right here, everybody. I'm going to play it.
Say no to a spot ETF? Well, how much longer? Well, it goes to that issue. I think that when the SEC approved the futures-based ETF, they said, let's look at the futures market. We see the surveillance, we see the protections in that market for the end investor that are sufficient. We don't see them in the spot market, so we're going to make that distinction. I think what the institutions are arguing is that those distinctions have gone away, and now the spot product is actually less drag, more efficient for the investor, so that there's not that delta in regulation, not that delta in what I can say efficacy. The spot should be approved. That's the argument that's going on right now. The regulatory process, whether it doesn't matter.
It's been a while already.
It's been a while already. What I would say is, if they're right, that you can demonstrate that the spot market has similar efficacy to the futures market, it would be hard to resist approving a Bitcoin ETF.
It would be hard to resist approving a Bitcoin ETF. He said it right there. So Michael Saylor is so bullish on this, and of course, this kind of news is just absolutely compelling. It's incredible. So I want to show you something as well, guys, because of course the Bitcoin halving is on the way. It will probably happen around April 2024. Just looking at the calendar, that's about 9 months away. But we can see a recent article in Cointelegraph right here. Bitcoin halving, bullish for Saylor's micro strategy, Berenberg Capital. So this is also interesting. Analysts predict that Bitcoin's next pre-halving really could begin in the next 4 months. And that's like the pre-halving sort of bull rally or something like that, which we usually see historically. I'm going to show you that tweet in a sec, but it says if the historical pattern established by the first 3 Bitcoin halvings continues to play out with the 4th halving, then the pre-halving rally would begin about 4 months from now, which means around January 2024. Did I get that right or did I get that wrong? About November. Gosh, imagine taking notes from someone that can't even count to 12. As Berenberg highlights, previous halving cycles have seen the price of Bitcoin surge by a minimum of 682%. At the time of the first Bitcoin halving on November 28, 2012, the price of Bitcoin hovered around $12. Can you imagine a $12 Bitcoin? That would just be beautiful, wouldn't it? Another very important tweet right here. Last Bitcoin ETF decision deadline, basically right here, 3/19/24. Bitcoin halving estimation, 16th of April 2024. Those days are really quite close together. You're about a month apart, but the one that you really want to take a look at over here is the iShares Bitcoin Trust BlackRock filing date, 6/15/23, which is obviously June 15, very recently. And this is the one you want to be looking at, the SEC final deadline. Right there, the 15th of March 2024, but there's still a bunch of others that are very important, but this is so bullish, and that BlackRock one right there is really exciting. But seeing all these other companies, you know, filing for these particular entities is of course very, very great. So 2024 looks like it's going to be a crazy year with tons of different companies already pending on that particular list. Bitcoin will reach 120,000 before 2025. Standard Chartered predicts. So the British bank believes miners will soon begin hoarding their coins and choking off available market supply, which is going to be really good, guys. Remember that Bitcoin is a scarce asset. It's all about having a supply that is fully controlled. It's not inflationary. It's not exactly deflationary, but we know that 21 million is the maximum possible amount of supply. With gold, we don't know how much exists out there. Some crazy miner could find like 1,000 tons of gold, inject it to the supply, and then what happens to the price? It's going to get a shock. With Bitcoin, we know that many coins are already lost forever, never to be retrieved again. And that's what makes it so exciting. So yeah, Bitcoin could potentially reach 120k before 2025. I do sort of believe that, looking at these sort of charts right here, where we are. If we flip this to a weekly time frame very quickly, you can actually see on this particular price chart, we are nowhere near the red ribbon on this logarithmic regression band, which effectively tells us when we're overbought or in an extreme euphoric thrill phase in a peak of a bull market. So we're nowhere near. We can see we're actually just chilling in the red resistance. We're still at the green logarithmic regression zone, so there's a lot of upside potential here for Bitcoin. $120,000 would put it just at the top of this red logarithmic ribbon, around sort of this region here. So they're anticipating by 2025 we're going to see basically Bitcoin rocket, shall we say, around this particular zone here, which would be so exciting. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we're looking at 57 in the market, so we've got a bit of greed come back. That gives confidence to retailers, but it also does increase risk, as the greed does increase during a bear market itself. So be careful, don't get roped into anything, don't chase the green candles on something that's already done a 10 to 100x. Bank of England governor trashes crypto. Stablecoins in favor of enhanced digital money. This guy just sounds freaking salty. He is salty. He's annoyed. A retail CBDC or enhanced digital money would support the singleness of money and settlement finality, Andrew Bailey said, but crypto isn't money. This is just some boomer right here. He's just peed off that he doesn't have crypto or didn't get in early enough. Basically, I'll stick to my Pepe, I'll stick to my Ethereum, thank you very much, I'll stick to my Tether, I'll stick to all the things that I care and like, because I don't want your crappy fiat. I don't want your crappy dirty fiat money, which is actually the primary money laundering unit or vehicle. Go away, you're an elitist nonsense, I don't know, go away. So we can see Bloomberg Economics, Bank of England governor, fucking prick, says inflation is likely to drop markedly this year and that the full impact of rate increases has yet to hit the economy. That might be true, but come on guys, he should not just slate crypto. Don't be a hater. You know, it's a different thing. It's not the same. It's not money. Fine, it's not. I don't care. We can still use it to buy things, right? We can still do that. Absolutely. I've bought things of crypto before. I'm sure many people out there have, whether it's a product or a service. And yeah, I don't know. Another very interesting one. This just cringes me out. European Central Bank. I can't help but laugh. I was in Frankfurt not long ago with my friend. We were working out on one of the parks near the European Central Bank, and we really needed to pee, so we ended up using the turf of the ECB. Well, maybe not their actual turf, but we pissed pretty close to the bank. Oh my gosh, should I even be saying this on camera? No, we didn't really. Made up story, guys. Made up story. But yeah, that's quite funny. Stupid ECB Euro system. What the heck is this? This is cringe. Let me play this.
That is my signature, but that is your money. You should have a say about how a banknote looks like. We have selected a few options, and you should participate in our survey so you can tell us what you like and what you don't like about the themes that we have selected. Thank you.
No thank you, piss off. That is absolute cringe. Do you think if I spend money, you think I want to look at your shitty signature on the note? No thank you, that is so elitist. Your name on the banknote will just make me move to crypto even more. For every time I see this happen, I will just convert more money into cryptocurrency. Thank you very much. Now, let's move on to the next subject that actually means something, because this is just ridiculous. Maybe next time I'll take a shit on your bank. So, Office for National Statistics, RNS. This is quite an interesting one. The UK's largest independent producer of official statistics, of course. So, for you American guys out there, basically, this is the guys that monitor the employment rate in the UK. Now, 76%. That's what we're seeing at the moment. 75% was the last 2 years. Of course, we had COVID, so it is gradually increasing as well. Economic output is going up. We can see that actually, looking at this, after taking the inflation into account, average pay including bonuses fell by 1.2% in the year to March to May 2023, which doesn't really help considering the cost of living crisis that we are currently in. Employment rate historically, looking a year ago, well, let's click on the 5 years chart. You can see employment rate was much higher during the pre-COVID. 10 years ago, we actually did hit a peak. Now, COVID was really a massive washout in the economy, and you can see it right here, to be honest. When we look, COVID happens, and I think people just got complacent, or maybe people just found other ways to make money without technically looking as kind of employed. Lots of digital entrepreneurs summoned and spawned into the space, whereas these were all like more legacy white collar workers. Obviously COVID happened, people had to do something, and they put things into their own hands, and that's good. So that's maybe why we're seeing the actual employment rate down a bit, because there's a lot of millennials out there that want to start their own businesses, or they go self-employed, or they make their own limited company, or whatever it might be. But yeah, obviously COVID was a hit. Maybe some people just got comfortable doing absolutely fuck all, just sitting there all day, and I absolutely don't blame them, because who wants to work 40 hours a week for some shit money that barely even gets you to put steak on a table at the end of the month, let alone feed a family of 4, and then go to some shit retirement home and sit there drumming on freaking, I don't know, plastic balloons. I've seen it before, and it's so cringe. Oh wow, Wall Street memes, everybody. $14 million milestone is about to happen, so keep your eyes peeled on that. This is a meme coin that is live. I've got $3,000 worth of this coin. If you want to check out this coin, the link is down below. Do a bit of research on it, and make sure you do your due diligence, because it is a high risk, high reward entity, and I would never risk more than I can afford to lose with any particular pre-sale in the crypto space. But this looks fun, and it does have potential. I think they've got a 14 million raised at the moment. They are trying to get to 30 million. They will be launching on centralized and decentralized exchanges. They do have a cool roadmap here, and tokenomically 50% is in marketing, 30% community rewards, 20% split between DEX and SEX liquidity there. So do check it out. They've got a $50,000 airdrop as well, which is absolutely insanity. Moving on, Grayscale. 19.3 billion assets under management at the moment. That's quite a lot. It's quite a hefty amount. We've seen that number go up massively, and it's really, really good to see this particular entity as well. We need more of these. We need more people like this, more huge funds, and I think that's going to look great in the future. Market update: who's been pumping, who's been dumping? Where we can see Woo Network is down, Phantom is down, Pepe is down 12% at the moment, everybody. So it could be a buying opportunity. We're seeing a bit of consolidation here, but some of the top gainers over the last week, despite the consolidation and the correction. We've seen Solana move quite aggressively from $18 to $22. Could be one to add to the list if Bitcoin does pump at $36. Looks like a pragmatic target. Polygon Matic ranked 12, $6.8 billion market capital. We can see pumped massively over the last 5 days from 0.68 to 0.74. Another fast mover in the market. Kava ranked 67. Now this is a low market cap gem. $625 million. 10x takes it to 6.2 billion. That's right. Hope you worked that one out. 1 month, we can see basically 0.93 up to $1, so it is moving quite rapidly over the week. Had a low of 0.92, so it did a 10+% pump. Compound. Now this one here has moved also quite a lot recently in the last month, from $30 to $64, a 2x in the price of this coin. If you're new to the channel, guys, make sure you do consider becoming a patron, because we've got some top tier trading signals in the Discord, as little as, let me find it for you, as little as £8 a month. You can be a crypto hunter, a crypto warrior for 20 quid a month, a crypto champion for 45 pounds a month, and a crypto legend for 80 pounds a month. Just 9 slots remaining there. So if you want to get these insights, all this juicy stuff, spot trade signals, leverage trade signals, early access to pre-sales, free ebook, messaging, so much other stuff as well, lots of exclusive benefits, then please do consider becoming a patron. Help support this Discord. And in addition to that, I'm doing a $2,500 giveaway.
Oh my god! Wow!
The winner announced very soon. We have got how many retweets? 57. We need a few more before I can make this truly happen. So the winner reveal is soon. I might have to push the date back for more exposure. If not, I'll just give it away anyway. But yeah, pretty excited, guys. Let's see what can happen. And thank you very much. Over and out. Bye for now.